morning, people. I'm Anila. Today I'm gonna talk to you about one of my favorite things to do that I started doing back in 2010 is traveling. Especially not traveling in general. Today I'm gonna talk to you about how study abroad programs affect your life and why should you seek out opportunities for study abroad. Please do look out for opportunities where you get to go somewhere, study in a university, in a new university, meet new people, and exchange programs are the best programs that you can look out for, and then the best opportunities you can avail. My journey with study abroad programs started with youth exchange and study program back in 2010. I had one of the best experiences of my life. Today I'm here in Seoul, South Korea. Again, exchange program. I love exchange programs. They are very fun. So I'm going to talk to you about one of the many very important things that I've learned through the study abroad programs. It helps you to explore yourself from scratch. It helps you find yourself. So what happens to us human beings is like we are programmed and we are conditioned all our lives. When we are kids, we are told by our families how to behave and what you like, what you should not like, and then we have family expectations that we put up to, and then we make friends, and then we get into a certain circle. We have our own values of that circle and the things, you know what I mean, and then the social expectations, and then we learn from things that are available to us. So we cannot learn beyond the bubble we are in, so we are bubbled up already. Then when you go to a new place, when you go on a study abroad program, you get to start anew. You get to explore yourself from scratch, because here what happens is like three very important things happen to you. First thing, there are no prior expectations of how you should be, who you are. People don't know you, so you can become who you really want to be. And then there is no one to judge you, because so what happens when we are kids, we ask so many questions. We are curious about everything, and we have so many questions to ask, and we have to, whatever comes to our mind, we are just boom, ask. But as we grow up, we stop asking questions. So that's the worst thing that can happen to you, is you stop asking questions. Asking questions is very important in order for you to grow and learn and explore. So when we stop asking questions, as we grow up, we end up skipping the right questions because we are afraid of being judged, and like someone around us might know the answer and they expect us to know the answer, and for so many reasons we stop asking questions. And when you go to a new place, you get an opportunity, you get an excuse to ask questions because you are new. Even if it's a very stupid question, you will be like, I'm sorry, I'm new here, and I don't understand this, I don't know how this works. And so it gives you the confidence to ask more and more and more, even if they are stupid. Ask. When you go, you get out of your comfort zone. So leaving behind your comfort zone is hard, but it's very important. So you leave your family behind who you can rely on and you can cry on, and you expect them to be there for you all the time, and you have no worries because your family is around. And then you leave your friends behind. They are there with you in your classroom, out of your classroom, to hang out with you, to be there for you. We rely on our friends a lot. And then you leave behind the place where you know everything, like how things work. You know every street, you know where the store is and how things work in your place and all the prices, and it's so comfortable. And then you go to a new place which is so uncomfortable because everything is new and no one knows you. You have no friends here, you have no family to take care of you. There you go, take care of yourself. So uncomfortable situations are very important for us to grow, to become creative, because then what happens is we get out of our bubble, so our brain rewires it accepts new ideas, it becomes open to new experiences and new ideas, and it starts perceiving something that it wouldn't be able to perceive when it was kept in the same bubble. So now when your brain is opened up, you can connect to things, you can connect the dots way broader than you would in a circle, within a bubble. So then you become more creative, you can connect to yourself, and then this whole thing, it gives you a blank paper to write everything from scratch and to define your values, to explore and test your limits. That we don't know if the limits we think are our limits are actually our limits, or they are just illusions, or they are just, we are told that you cannot do that, you are good at this, you are bad at this. This is an opportunity to test your limits and to actually know. And then another thing is to push your limits, because when we are in a comfortable situation, we don't tend to push our limits. Life is easy to sit back and relax and have fun. But when you go to a new and uncomfortable situations, you've got to push your limits. So when you start pushing your limits, creative ideas come to you, you get more energy from new places, new food and new air and new people, and then when you have more energy in your body, and when your brain is rewired, it's processing ideas from a very new point of view, you get to explore and learn more and do more and become more. So I would really, really, really recommend, find a way to get out and experience a new place, new culture. Go somewhere where no one knows you. Trust me, go somewhere and experience it. It's so euphoric, it's so fun, it's so exciting. I've been here in Seoul for last only 3 weeks, and dude, it's amazing. The things I've been experiencing, and the feelings and the emotions I am having, and then the changes in me. I'm already feeling the change, like the way I look at things and the way I feel about things, and then the way I, just like all new ideas coming to you and you're processing, boom, 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 boom. It's awesome. So I wish you good luck, and please get out there and find an opportunity where you can go out and explore a new place and have an exchange program experience.